Chapter 10. The darkness was deathly absolute. I could not distinguish one shape or object. I could not see my own body. I could not get any sense of anything out there. I was in a great black vacuum. I was reduced to pure concept. My flesh had dissolved, my form had dissipated. I floated in space, liberated of my corporeal being, but without dispensation to go anywhere else. I was adrift in the void, somewhere across the fine line separating nightmare from reality. I stood, but I could not move. My arms and legs felt paralyzed. I was at the bottom of the sea, the pressure dense, crushing, inexorable. Dead silence strained against my eardrums. The darkness was without a reprieve. No mental adjustment could make it less absolute. It was impenetrable black, painted over black, painted over black. Unconsciously, I groped around in my pockets. On the right was my wallet and the key holder. On the left, my room card key and handkerchief and a small change. All useless now. Now, if I hadn't quit smoking, I'd at least be carrying a lighter or some matches, as if that would make a difference. I pulled my hands out of my pockets and reached out to touch a wall. I found one all right, alarmingly slick and chill. Not exactly a wall you'd expect to find in the climate-controlled Dolphin Hotel. Easy now, think it through. Okay, this is exactly what happened to my receptionist friend. I am merely retracing her steps. There is no need for alarm. She survived. I will too. Calm down. Do what she did. Now, something funny is definitely going on here. Maybe it has something to do with me? With the old Dolphin Hotel? That's why I came here, isn't it? Yes, so go through the motions and finish the job. Scared? Damn straight. I was scared witless. I felt naked, cast into the mist of violent particle drifts of intense black thrashing about me like blind eels. I was overcome with my helplessness. My shirt was drenched in cold sweat. My throat felt raspy, dry. Where the hell was I? I wasn't here. At L'Hotel Dauphine, that's for sure. I had crossed a line and I had entered this world in limbo. I shut my eyes and breathed deeply. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I found myself longing for Love is Blue. The sound of music, any music, would give me strength. I'd have settled for Richard Clayderman or Los Indios Tabazaras, Jose Feliciano, Julio Iglesias, Sergio Mendes, the Patrice Family, 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Mitch Miller and chorus, Andy Williams in duet with Al Martino, anything. But enough, my mind went blank. From fear, could fear lurk in empty space? Michael Jackson dancing around the campfire with his tambourine singing Billie Jean, the camels entranced by the song. I must be getting a little confused. Seems like an echo inside my head. I took another deep breath and tried to drive meaningless images from my mind. I braced myself and turned right, arms extended, but my legs could not move. As if they were not mine. The muscles and nerves would not respond. I was sending the signals, but nothing was happening. I was immersed in fluid darkness. I was trapped. I was immobilized. The darkness was without end. I was being propelled toward the center of the earth. I would never resurface. Think of something else, kid. Think, or fear will take over your whole being. How about that Egyptian film scenario? Where were we? The shipman enters. Move on from desert wilderness back to palace of the pharaoh. Tinsel towers aglitter with the treasures of Africa. Nubian slaves everywhere. Dead center the pharaoh. Music by Miklos Rotsa. The pharaoh is pissed off. Something is rotten in the state of Egypt, he thinks. I smell a plot in the palace. I can feel it in my bones. I must set it right. 1 foot at a time, I stepped forward carefully. That was when it occurred to me what my receptionist friend had been able to do. Amazing. Thrown into some crazy black hole and she's able to go check out everything for herself. And now she's wearing her black racing swimsuit, doing her laps at the swim club. And who's there but my movie star classmate? Sure enough, she goes gaga at the sight of him. He gives her pointers on the right arm extension for the crawl. She gazes at him, her eyes aglow. And that very night she slips into his bed. I'm crushed. I can't let this happen. She doesn't know a thing. Oh, he's nice and kind, alright. He says sweet things and he gets her juices going. But that's as far as the kindness goes. That's just foreplay. The hallway bent to the right, just like she said. But she's in bed with my classmate. Gently he takes off her clothes, lavishing compliments on her about each part of her body. And he's being sincere. Great, just great. Got to hand it to the guy. But little by little the anger mounts inside me. This was wrong. The hallway bends to the right. I turned right, feeling my way along the wall. Far off ahead there was a faint light, as if filtered through layers and layers of wheels, just like she said. My classmate is kissing her all over, slowly, with such finesse from the nape of her neck to her shoulders to her breast. Camera angle shows his face and her back. Her back. Then the camera dollies around to reveal her face. But it isn't my receptionist friend, no, it's Kiki, my high-class call girlfriend with the world's most beautiful ears, who was with me at the old Dolphin. Kiki, who disappeared without a word, without a trace, and here she is, sleeping with my classmate. It's a real scene from a real movie. Every shot and cut according to plan, maybe a little too planned. It looks so commonplace. They are making love in an apartment, the light shining in through the blinds. Kiki, what's she doing here? Time and space must be getting out of whack. Time and space must be getting out of whack. I kept walking toward the light. As my feet took the lead, the image in my head evaporated. Fade out. I proceeded along the wall. No more thinking. Concentrate on the moving feet forward. Concentrate on moving feet forward. Carefully, surely. The dim light ahead begins to leak and spread from a door. But I still don't know where I am, and I can barely tell that it's a door. It isn't like anything I saw when I made the rounds earlier. On the door, a metal plate, a number engraved on it. I can read the number. It's dark, the plate's tarnished, but at the very least, I know this isn't the Dolphin Hotel. The doors are different. The air is wrong too. That smell, what is it? Like old papers. The light sways from time to time, candlelight. I thought about my receptionist friend again. I should have slept with her when I could have. Who knew if I'd ever return to the real world? Would I ever get another chance to see her? I was jealous of the real world and her swim club. Or maybe I wasn't jealous. Maybe it was a matter of regret. An overblown, distorted sense of regret. Although maybe what it came down to, plunged in this darkness, was I was jealous. It'd been years. I'd forgotten what it felt like to be jealous. It's such a personal emotion. Maybe I was feeling jealous now. Maybe, but toward a swim club? This is stupid. I swallowed. It sounded like a metal baseball bat striking a barrel drum. That was saliva? Then a strange vibration, a half sound. I had to knock. That's right, like she said. I summoned up my courage and let go with a tiny rap. Something that didn't necessarily demand to be heard, but it was a huge booming noise, cold and heavy as death. I held my breath. Silence, just like with her. How long it lasted, I couldn't tell. It might have been 5 seconds, it might have been a minute. Time wasn't fixed. It wavered, stretched, shrank. Or was it me that wavered, stretched, and shrank in the silence? I was warped in the folds of time like a reflection in a funhouse mirror. Then that sound, a rustling amplified like fabric, something getting up from the floor. Then footsteps coming toward me, the scuffling of slippers, something but not human. Like she said, something from another reality, a reality that existed here. There was no escape. I did not move. Sweat streamed down my back. Yet, as the footsteps grew closer and closer, unaccountably my fears began to subside. It's all right, I said to myself. Whatever it is not evil. I knew. I knew there was nothing to fear. I could let it happen. I felt aswirled with warm secretions. I gripped the doorknob. I shut my eyes. I held my breath. You're all right. You're fine. I heard a tremendous heartbeat through the darkness. It was my own. I was enveloped in it. I was a part of it. There was nothing to fear. It was all connected. The footsteps halted. They were beside me. It was beside me. My eyes were shut. It was beginning to come together. I knew. I knew I was connected to this place, the banks of the Nile and the perfumed Nubian court ladies and Kiki and the Dolphin Hotel and rock and roll, everything, everything, everything. An implosion of time and physical form, Old light, old sound, old voices. Been waiting for you. Been waiting for ages. Come on in. I knew who it was without opening my eyes.